live recording and multi-tracking, movie scoring, music video projects, recital venue with audio and video recording, and live events with audio and video production. This is South Republik. South Republik Media and Productions. Book your projects with us. Live recording and multi-tracking, movie scoring, music video projects, recital venue with audio and video recording, and live events with audio and video production.
Yan. Oh, good. Yeah. Okay.
This is South Republik.
Hi.
South Republik Media and Productions. Book your projects with us. Live recording and
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing good.
Kumusta? I like your hat.
Thanks. Did a last hat change.
So we're here near Belly Wesley with Aubrey. And with us is We Can Relate.
Yeah.
Yeah, We Can Relate. We're gonna have event this Saturday. It's called, what's it called, Harry?
HYPHAE.
HYPHAE.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's gonna be this Saturday, September 23, 2023. Yeah.
Cool. Aubrey, do you want to add something?
Oh yeah. I actually have a question for all of them because this really got me curious. I'm curious about your the name of your movement. It's called We Can't Relate. So how did y'all come up with the name We Can't Relate?
Okay, who's gonna explain this? So we come from a group of DJs. Initially, we had a group where we're just learning together, and basically we all had the passion to play music. And the thing is, between the three of us, Harry and I, and Harry, Kendrick and I, we had a special love for electronic music. And most of the time, whenever we'd play, say, genres like techno or house, we always hear the statement, "Oh, can you change the music? Because we can't really relate to that. We can relate," as they would say. And then even until now, but the funny thing is that whenever we'd invite people to parties or we'd ask them, "Do you guys are you guys interested in raving?" That's the first thing that we hear is that, basin dili kay di mi ka relate. And then eventually we tell them, "Oh, this is actually the name of our collective." So that's what makes them come, because it also makes them interested. Oh, okay. So inanahan nyo na pala kami when it comes to the statement that we're gonna give.
Yeah. You kind of
So that's
use
basically the
that
whole
as
thing.
your selling point. Instead na yung mga comment nila, you took it very positively, and yun yung ginawa yung name na for the collective, and that's really brilliant. That's brilliant.
And we were kind of nervous at first, in the sense that we didn't want it to sound condescending or basin kami ang dili ka relate sa ilaha ba. So we just the basic meaning of We Can't Relate is what we hear a lot from other people. It's not us not relating to them. So yeah.
That's nice. That's cool. So, kinsa jud ang sa inyong tulo, since kamo nagatugtog na mo, kinsa jud ang pinakauna na nakatugtog ever? So, all three of you.
Yeah, I think it's.
Who's your leader?
So I'm not the leader. It's just that curious na to back then DJing public setup, and it's always been a dream of mine ever since I was young. I'm a DJ, so it was just no brainer. We were doing events. Tapos why not instead of hiring people to DJ, why not let's learn DJing and then
Mm.
let's play the trip na to, which was like electronic, techno, and
Yeah.
hence why like we can't really happen. Like afterwards, I challenged or like invited Harry and Syzygy they should also play. And I remember those first days of us playing together because really jud mawala ang kulba ba because like in a public setup like and
Yeah.
I'm DJ, it is so funny because looking
Very
back almost a year na kami as a group. Parang,
Can
amazing
you
that.
Mm-mm.
can you take us back to the very first event that y'all had and
No.
tell us about it? Like, how was it?
This is gonna be how can we pinpoint? The thing is, we all met in music events, so we've already experienced. Sorry, can't really. Yeah, we've all experienced DJing together in different events that were not held by us or organized by us. So we can't really say when was the first time we've ever, but the first time, throwing back to our first ever event, like our debut event, it was definitely interesting because for the longest time we were playing in all these different places and we were wondering like, oh, how come we haven't thrown our own party yet? How come we're playing the music that how come we're bringing these to other places? And it feels like it almost felt like there was this element wherein we were trying to introduce this electronic genre to the crowd, but then we didn't really find our people. Like we couldn't find our people. So the whole purpose of throwing events for us was that so that people could find us.
Yeah.
So yeah, like just throw this whole event, just throw parties. But honestly, all of this was done out of passion. It's really out of passion. Like for example, Kendrick's in the music industry. Like he really is. Most of our life experiences were revolved around music. Harry, it's in his culture. He's from Central America, South America. He's Colombian Panamanian, so there's always dancing in his culture, always music every time. So we were us being event organizers, having experience in event organizing. We also just not sorry. Is that my music? Just people know. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. We also just wanted to create an element for Davao, something new, something that we could give to people because we've been going around. Kendrick also wanted to start this movement. Actually, it was Kendrick who found us, and then it just so happens that all of our visions aligned, and then it just took a while for us. Parang tinimpla muna namin. We wanted to know our team, and then, but we knew the crowd was here. And what we want people to understand is that our vision is to go deep in the root, which is why it's called HYPHAE. So HYPHAE is, as we've explained, it is the root system of a fungus. So it's like deep down the earth, and so that's why we want to get down to the roots. We didn't want to just like try to expand without, and then complain like, how come people don't understand us, or how come people don't understand this, or how come like we're so nervous when it comes to throwing these parties. We know there's always going to be consumers out there. So yeah, maybe these guys want to share their thoughts too. I would say, yeah.
Yeah. The first event that we had was actually tama si Ali. It took us a while to really organize our own event. Like I remember a point before na kutub storya lang ang magpa-event lagi ta wala nagdalihok lang because I think we were not ready yet before. But then our first event was it March this year or Feb?
March.
March this year was our first event as a collective movie. And it was kind of intimate. limited ang tao na allowed place because the venue was small, pero it was really something
Was that
different.
in Durian
The
Durian Bar?
basement.
The basement,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, the
Pero
basement.
during that first event was somehow a positive indication for our part as collective na like damn we can really throw events like this and people will go. It's just that siguro sa Davao, hindi pa makisanay ang mga tao with that type of events. And probably there's some other collective doing underground events, pero like with this new age now, like after pandemic, so this is something new for the crowd and for Davao people. How about you,
Yeah,
Harry?
Harry?
Yeah.
Harry's so quiet.
So just letting them talk first. But yeah, I guess our first event was really an indication as well, like what Kendrick said. We had like a lot of positive feedback. People really enjoyed the music, even though it was something new. Maybe some more than others enjoyed it. And one thing about our collective is that the three of us, we tend to play different types of music. So that's something that is, it's something that the people who come to the event can really explore and enjoy because it's not the same type of music that the three of us play. And yeah, that first event was really out of passion, I would say. We really took our time to come up with this event. And when we finally did, we were so happy because we were allowed to play whatever we wanted to play. Because sometimes in bars here in Davao, we're not too sure of what we should play because it might be too much for the audience. And so this venue is really, or this event is really a stage for us to play what we want. It's like our own playground. And whenever people enjoy it, that makes us so happy. Yeah.
So what do you want to
Also,
play? I'm just curious. I wish I will
Mhm.
be there, but
Yeah.
curious kayo about it. Unsa imong tugtog?
So the type of music that we usually play, let's say for me, I'm really into disco, house music, a little bit of techno, but I would say that Kendrick is really more on the techno side, heavy on techno, and people really enjoy that as well. And Eliza, Syzygy, is also a mixture. She likes playing house music, disco as well, prefers more techno as well. Yeah. And that type of music here is not really played all the time. When you go to bars here, it's usually the same thing. People play
What do you mean?
the
What do you mean the same thing?
usual
I mean,
club
what do you mean?
music. Yeah.
What do you mean the same thing? Like, can you set an example of the same thing type of music?
Okay. Uh,
Let's be critical here. So yeah,
yeah. Let's be. So there's a lot of, let's say, the old R&B, the old EDM, things from the early 2000s. Yeah, a lot of R&B, a lot of old EDM, and they just mix the same songs over and over again. And the
right.
thing, and sometimes they mix new hip hop songs, but it's like almost all the DJs are playing the same thing just to please the crowd. And that's understandable. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's the route they chose, and that's what they want to do. So, what we want to do is bring in a different type of music here in Davao specifically. Because, let's say, in places like Manila, it's really something that you find in other bars. There are more bars that play techno, house music, disco. Here, it's not really something that people play yet because people don't know how to relate to it. They don't know how to dance to it. So I feel like when people come to this event, they can really experience something different and maybe move in a different way that their bodies never moved before. And that's what we want to achieve. Yeah.
Grabe yung pag-explain. No?
Na-intriga na ni si Sid ba? Muli na ka, muli na ka, Sid.
You should go. Let's go.
I wish.
You have a few more days.
I wish. How about I don't know how to pronounce your names, Puken. But yeah, can
Okay.
you say something about that?
Um, yeah, it was all about bringing new type of music for Davao Group. Um, for me, before the reason why I wanted to start the event or like have this DJ collective, like, I remember back then, in Davao, it was strict sa time na people are allowed to drink. I won't go. I usually don't go out because makita na ko sa mga like posts and stories. The DJs are still playing the same old music. That's why parang I was like, yeah man, how I wish there's an event that I can attend where I would like listen to music that I can't really relate or like I haven't listened to. So it was really it's really wild for me because never expected na I'll be able we can't relate collective na will form together because I've known them like from afar lang like there's this girl like si Ali or there's this guy si Harry, like I've seen them on other events pero I never really thought or expected we'd work together, like nag-link up and nagka-vibe lang din with tanan na like I know you like this music, I know you like this music, why not form a collective. Let's do events like this, and then for sure it will be challenging. It's such a challenge somewhat because again, after pandemic, nobody really tried to introduce new music in Davao because DJs keep on playing the same music. Tapos, wala lang, or for me, kapoy na kay atong mga bars niya, kanang pabalik-balik lang ba, like wala,
Balik ba?
it's not a new thing. So I really hope for those who attend our events na ano, like, they would enjoy and like maka-feel good sila na like, they belong. Like, even though
Mhm.
our name can't relate, the goal for them is so that they can relate. Kita nila tong crowd na they can relate with each other and have fun. Na zero judgment really naman natin. So it's much fun, especially with this bigger venue now. So I'm so excited because we don't know what's gonna happen yet. So like, like it's okay, metabo.
Lagi.
So true. Like, yeah. But what we want people to understand is that there is a misconception that we're just your typical organizers, event organizers looking to monetize up with parties. But the reality is we really are passionate about music. This is why this whole movement started. We've also we also have connections with other collectives. You know, there are community as well, and the main purpose of this is that we really love music, and there's something, and we're a group of DJs. Our goal is to our main thing is to play music, and the heavy thing when it comes to we can't relate is that you have to respect that love for music in a sense that you have to have parang basically ang aming try na promote is that curated music. Like really build your set, not just play whatever pleases the crowd. Because this whole platform was created for not just us, but for DJs to be able to express their real sound, like the real soundscape outside of a bar, outside of their workplace, where they're just, where they're obligated to make people dance, where they're obligated to make people sing. For us, it's like, hey, we have this song that we know, and it's probably going to make you dance. It's not something that you know, and we hope that you're open, like your ears are open to accepting it. So that's really the whole premise of this, why we exist like this.
So it's safe to say that during your events, you're like not allowed to take in requests and stuff. Like, do you still get that? Like people asking, hey, can you play this song? Or
Not at all. Like we leave that to the clubs and the bars. But this one is like we give DJs a platform to perform. It's a performance. It's not just like your regular dance party or disco or whatever. We have those every weekend. So this one is like whenever we rent a venue, we take away all the tables, all the chairs. The room is you go there. When we sell you a ticket, you should know that the objective for you to go there, have fun, let go of all of your inhibitions, just dance. Really, just dance is the reason why we take away the tables, the chairs. Just dance, guys. Like, don't be shy. At least it creates that environment compared to when you're going to a bar na, kailangan ko magpunta sa bar, kailangan ko maghawak ng drink out of like social anxiety. I don't know what to do. You know, there's so many things that you can do in a bar. There's a dance floor, there's like tables and all. We want to create an experience when you come in and you know that when you dance, no one's gonna judge you. You're free to move. You're free to have fun. Like that's really it. That's the purpose of HYPHAE.
Yep. Just curious, how did you start as a DJ? See, like, how did you start? How did you decide? When did you decide to buy those equipments? Now I'm gonna be a DJ.
Oh, so this question all for us. So for me, I had already gotten a controller last year. I mean, like I started to really tinker around with it more last year. Like I already had that sense that it was coming. You know, when you're interested in something too much, like for years I've been watching like tutorials, like how to DJ, how to this and that. But then we are so lucky that at some point I went to an event, met Sila Kendrick, and then we were approached like, hey, are you interested in actually being mentored by other DJs? So we were mentored. All of us were mentored at the same time. But I would say I got a residency first because the reason why I wanted to get mentored was because the place that I'm working for now, where I have a residency, they were really forcing me, like, we need you to find your sound because we want you on that booth. Like, they really did not. And I was saying, why don't you just get someone else? Why don't you just get someone else? Why are you forcing me so much to really, like, be a DJ? I didn't choose to be a DJ. Basically, I was forced to be one. So that's why I call myself one now. I feel like I'm more of the event organizer of the group.
Okay.
So yeah, these two sila.
How about Harry? You're on mute. Wait.
Also mentored.
Yeah. All good. Yep.
Yeah. We were mentored by other DJs as well. And from there, we started exploring our own sound. Because one thing about being a DJ is you really have to find your own sound. And especially with the type of genre that we're playing, I draw inspiration from DJs I've watched in Manila, DJs I've watched in Japan, in Thailand, on the trips I've been to. And all of these factors influence the type of music that I play. And it's hard to mix different types of genres, but that's something I really want to do. I want to be able to achieve different types of genres so that it makes it more exciting. Like sometimes you don't expect that I'm going to play this genre out of nowhere, but it still mixes really well. So that's something I want to achieve as a DJ. And why I want to achieve that is because it's what I enjoyed the most whenever I saw a DJ play. I enjoyed those type of DJs that would mix different types of genres and create something that mixes so well, even though it's completely different. And in our journey in becoming DJs, Eliza was the first one who started playing in Tola and Huckleberry, and me and Kendrick followed as well. We started playing there, and I would say what made me really decide to become a DJ, because I was testing the waters at first, to be honest, because it's buying equipment isn't cheap as well. So I had to test the waters first. Yeah, I had to test the waters first. And after I had that moment wherein I thought to myself that, okay, I love music. I'm always going to be exploring music. So why not learn and pursue this even more so that I can always be around good music. because I'm always gonna be going to festivals at the end of the day. So why not someday play at a festival or create my own event like what we're doing right now? So that's the thought that came into my mind that really made me decide that okay, I'm gonna become a DJ because it's gonna be part of my life. No matter how old I get, I know I'm gonna be listening to good music and probably playing in someone's party, even if I'm like super old already. So yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah, sounds good. Yep. So DJing is music is not limited to only DJing. So I'm gonna ask this question to Aubrey.
Mm.
When did you start, man? How?
Na-feel lagi
Why?
ko. Na-feel lang ko. Ah, why did I start? Okay, wala ko
Yeah,
kabanda.
mhm.
Like, kay warag kon man good. It was COVID man good. Okay, I
It was
think,
COVID.
yeah.
Okay.
It was COVID, yeah. And marag pandemic musician ba? Kanang
Mm.
dira ako nagtuon na to just make something out of nothing kay lisod man kaayo walay ka collab. So just to kind of tell myself na kayanon lagi, let's see where it goes. So
Mm.
I think that's where it started kay, because kay sa una kay it was just performing, it was just singing, it was just that, but not really making kanang seriously making music. So ulahi ra pud jud siya. It's a totally different animal. It's a totally different thing na i-approach ba kay dili lang man kay it's kind of being an open book kumbaga. It's expressing yourself without, how can you tell someone you're pissed without telling someone you're pissed?
Yeah.
You write a song about it. Like parang ganun.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Like it's more of a really kanang expression ba. Murag katunay giingon to si David Bowie one time na ana siya na
Shade.
the reason ay the reason why kanang naga-make og music, naga-make og art is for also the artist to know themselves better. So I kind of feel like that's also an attempt to know myself better. That's why I make music. So yeah. So I think that's it. So
Good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. How about this guy?
This guy.
Story, because for me, I got into mixing songs back in 2013 or 14. That was the time na medyo hype ang EDM sa Davao. Tapos I was just really looking up to the DJs because like it was a dream to be a DJ, knowing that you get to travel all around different places, play in different venues with different people. And since medyo extrovert man ko and into music as a kid, so I was mixing music and then I would upload it on like Mixcloud and it will get charts. Tapos ako like, okay, like how am I? Pero ako yung controller. Pero I was just really amazed that I can mix. And then medyo nakalimutan ko siya na dream because like adulting and then I went through a lot of stages in my life. But then last year, like sudden interest again. The whole pandemic, I've just been watching mga boiler room or mga festivals. And I would just blast the speakers mga electronic music and techno and house and different type of genres. And kato, kalit-kalit na lang na. I have friends na mga DJs kami. Like, we had friends na mga DJs. Tapos they're willing to teach us man. And these are really good DJs at Davao on their own like, field set. So we're just really lucky na the ones who taught us about DJing those at like good DJs that just somehow it really helped us making confidence and even with Ali, like I think she got presidency na pinugos sa Tola and Hawk, and that's not a simple place to play because you have to please the crowd, pero like it's a different crowd sa like each bars mong sa Davao, it's different crowd, and
Yeah.
it's hard for our music because though we're allowed to play those type of music at this specific bars, pero kanang it's just that not a lot of people can relate, and then like mas mag-resort sila sa mga bars na mas hype for them or like, mas party sila ha. So having our own event shoot is a platform for the three of us, and in this event we started opening the idea na mag-invite mo. This is just our second event, pero nag-open din this idea na let's invite DJs from Manila and like bring something new na sa Davao na they've experienced this but not on the same level sa type of event that we're doing. Because I know it's gonna be, hopefully everything goes according to plan, but I know it's gonna be wild. So it's like it's not we're not just there to have fun at the same time since we're the organizer. It's like work for us. And then
So you have a plan. I thought.
well, man, pero like
Yeah. I was just kidding.
pero we'll see how it goes yun. If ang tao ulay ka ng mga bad juju shit na tabo sa mga event.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Evil
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah. Let's take a break for this ad.
Okay.
So give me a sec. Okay, Brand. Okay, let's take a break for this ad.
Book your projects with us. Live recording and multi-tracking, movie scoring, music video projects, recital venue with audio and video recording, and live events with audio and video production. This is South Republik.
And we're back.
Hello.
So, yeah. So, Aubrey is our voice of South Republic. So, those ads were made by Aubrey. Yeah.
Thank you, Aubrey.
Oh, that's cool. And she also creates music really good. She creates music really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, Aubrey, do you have more questions for?
I
You're
do.
on mute.
I'm on mute, sorry. There, can you hear me? So now a question sa inyo tanan. Like in like making all of this happen, so we can't relate. Like what would you say is like the greatest challenge that you faced? Like in the process? And how
The
were you
greatest-
able to kind of overcome it? Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear your question.
Sorry, the like the greatest challenge na inyong na face when you were making this happen. Like the collective.
So,
Oh,
that's a tough one. Greatest challenge.
I mean, there's definitely lots of obstacles. If there's anything that I realize, I've been in events organizing for years now, but I've never really allowed myself to throw, let's say, a techno event from scratch. You know, I've done bigger events, but to actually cater to an underground audience was way more difficult. I guess the main challenge so far is finding our people, as we call it, or our community, or basically build it, because it's not like we're doing this, like we said, we don't want to try to please anyone, but what we would definitely want to create is also like a cultural shift, in a sense wherein we want people to explore new sounds out of our love for music. That's also what we want others to experience. Like, hey, if you're enjoying music this much, what more if you've allowed yourself to enter this or like allow yourself to explore this part of it. Maybe you like it, maybe you're not. You won't. But that's basically what we're trying to present, is that come as you are. We're not here to shove things down your throat. But yeah, that's the main challenge so far. Just really finding the right people who actually enjoy the music, who actually enjoy the whole experience in itself. Because, we know there's like, music is definitely subjective. We can't say that our music is better than others. No, 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 no. Like, ours is, we know that this is the music that we like. And our goal is to find like-minded people, and at the same time create new experiences for others who have not heard of or not been exposed to such sounds, to the rave culture. Because all of us, like we said, we definitely go, like we definitely used to or still do party. But say Harry and I, we've experienced going to music festivals not just in the Philippines but abroad. We traveled extensively just to expose ourselves to music from outside of the country. And even like say that we're in different cities, when there's one event somewhere, say in Manila, we fly in because we don't want to miss out. We already are aware of like, oh, this person is going to play music that I like, and we feel that that's worth it enough. So it's that love that's really allowing us to bind ourselves to this movement. That's why we called it a movement. That's why, like for the DJ that we're getting now for as our headliner, we wanted someone who wasn't just DJing, as they say, for clout. With our interests, like heavy interest in music, we wanted someone who is actually well versed in what he does. This guy has been a resident DJ in one of the most underground techno clubs in Manila back then, which is Time. So everyone knows Time. If you're from Manila, that's where it really goes down. And we really were so excited to have a producer who actually has his own songs, who actually is connected to a collective from outside the country, is representing our country using his music. That for us is what the element of what all of this is about. We don't want just to put DJs on the stage. We want people who actually are well versed in their craft. Because if we were to just like just take advantage of this surge of DJs, we know everyone's like, we hear that a lot right now. Like, what's it like being a DJ? It's like everyone's becoming a DJ right now. Parang kadili lang magbili ng equipment. You just buy a DDJ 400 and then you just start, you find the right clothes and then you show up to the right bars and then you'll become a DJ. That's not what we're trying to present. So it really is, we wanted a good DJ producer who's actually well researched, who's actually, when we tell him, can you play this? Can you play this sound? Can you play this sound? Parang kadali lang sabihin. And with that amount of experience, and also like he's also been to Davao himself, like it was very much easy for us to explain what could be like the sound that Davao would be receptive towards if ever he played. So yeah, I guess like those challenges really, like even the fact na parang we still kind of have to give like him like a heads up, like our main act, na hey, this is kind of what Davao is still comfortable with, versus like we said, we want to create a platform where we wanna let go of all our inhibitions. Like the thing is not to please people, but at the same time, you want people to have a good time in your event. You want it to be all balanced out. You want people to feel like they had their money's worth. So yeah, I would say that's the main challenge, and I think the other two also feel the same. So yeah, unless like
ikaw, Harry, or ako.
okay.
You have no choice. Your face is there, so
Mm.
you have to talk.
Oh, ikaw, Harry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, me pala. Sorry. So yeah, I guess one of the challenges in any event is coordinating with different types of people for different types of needs. Let's say the lights, the different sponsors, and bringing all of that together in order for the day to be ready is definitely a challenge, and it's a challenge that we're still handling right now. But what's life without a challenge? That's what makes life interesting. You never know how your day is gonna be the next day, and I feel like everyone in our group, we're we're very straightforward, and whenever there's a problem, we solve it pretty quickly. Like we don't let it bother us so much. It's like, okay, the problem is here, so what are we gonna do about it? Then we move on. And I feel like that's why we've been able to make events, even though sometimes something doesn't go right, we still make it work. And at the end of the day, some people, they never notice what goes on behind the scenes. And a lot goes on behind the scenes, especially for this event that we're making, because this is our biggest event so far. And we've put a lot of effort. We've combined a lot of different ideas, especially by bringing the headliner, John Odin. That was a far shot, bringing in such a big DJ, a DJ that's well known in Manila, who also plays in Europe. So in order for us to bring him in, it was established before that he liked our movement because we did meet him in Davao. It was a coincidence, and I'm so happy that we did. And Eliza was able to talk to him directly that night, and I talked to him as well. And he was really amazed that we were pushing for this type of music here in Davao, because not everyone does that. And he really loved their movement. And when we reached out to him, he was game. He was game immediately, because he likes. I would say that people who play the type of music that we play, they just want a venue and organizers that understand what they're doing, and to create that atmosphere for people to enjoy. Because I guess for any DJ, they're happy once people get moving, once they start enjoying the music, and once they discover something new and remember them. And I feel like all the challenges we're experiencing right now is gonna be worth it. Whenever there's a challenge, I don't see it as something negative. I know at the end it's gonna be worth it. This event is gonna be awesome. That's always the thought at the back of my head. No matter what we go through, it's gonna come through, and people are gonna enjoy no matter what.
I agree.
Yeah. I guess on top of what Harry said, yeah, it definitely is a challenge, because you're presenting a platform na parang, like he said, if you're a DJ and then you are playing for someone who actually, let's say the organizer is someone who really does appreciate music. That's why we were so happy when we played in the basement, because I remember first time I ever went there. I've never been there prior to playing there. Like that was really, I got invited for a gig, and then I was actually very nervous, because I remember showing up and it was just me, and I was waiting for no, a couple of my friends were already there, but I just did not really announce it, because I don't know what the vibe of the place is like. But as soon as I walked in, there were two TVs that were playing Boiler Room videos. And that's basically this international platform online for DJs that we're in. The whole purpose of the event is for DJs. And then I heard that those guys, that bar, they would play it on the regular, and they were playing some of my favorite sets of all time. So that's what really blew my mind. Hala, kanang tinood ni. Kanang maging ko diri, kanang fuck, parang did I just find my spot? So parang we got really excited. So that for me, that moment was really what opened my eyes. Now, oh crap, there's definitely a community out there that we personally haven't tapped towards, like on to. Like we know people who enjoy electronic music. We have acquaintances and mutuals and all. I had a friend, like a friend of a friend, whatever, or just some name you know, but like complete strangers that we don't know who enjoy the same type of thing. That was the parang naging driving like it what's definitely lit the torch that we're holding right now. So yeah, like there's definitely a sense of difference between just a DJ platform and like say you get bands tapos ang DJ magplay sa gabi. Parang it's definitely different when you're marketing it as just all DJs, just a rave, just a dance community. So that's definitely something interesting to be able to bring to Davao, because with other movements or collectives, yun nga, like we said, it's always like banda, artist, and then DJ.
Mhm.
So definitely interesting to see it from a dynamic wherein wala pa siya nabuhat before. So yeah. And for us, it was just like we were just like three kids who wanted to party, and now it's like, oh, what? We're like shifting the culture here, parang. Well, so it's like, yeah, there's no pressure. We don't feel pressure naman whatsoever, because we're just glad na the three of us, we're the type of people na when we're faced with adversities, we try not to panic so much. Or like we're very chill. Like we're not dramatic. Like wala may drama whatsoever. Like parang, o sige, problem solution daan. Like isang sagot, isang tanong, isang sagot. Parang ganyan lang talaga. So I'm very lucky with these guys that they're the ones that I get to work with, and we all have our different skills to bring towards the table. Ken is great at graphics. Like grabe, that we're still able to. And the crazy thing is we're still able to work with each other even though we live in different cities. So, parang mag-gather up na lang kami parang pag okay, malapit na event. So, all of this, we're doing this all through online. Or like parang kung sino lang depende. Like if I'm in the city, I'll do the legwork. Parang me and Harry, or like if Kendrick's like, parang we just need a Kendrick. Can you edit this? Or like let's market it. So everything we're doing, it's really online. Like online. And then when we get there on the day, that's when it really parang opens up for us na, wala, nabuhat na to ni. Tungod kayo, nag-chat-chat, rata.
So there's only three of
Nag-chat-chat,
you.
rata, nabuhat na to ni. Naghatag tag mga QR, maora ni. Parang, nga ni di ay, sus, dako na kayong impact. So yeah, like parang there's definitely that inspiration that you get na all you have to really do is start it. You really have to start. You really have to start. Otherwise, nothing's gonna happen. So that's definitely the biggest learning experience for us. That we're glad we started. We started at least some point. Bisan chat-chat rami, at least ma-execute gihapon siya.
Mhm, mhm. The power of social media and online internet.
In regards
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's just the three of us working for this event. Pero the Weekend Relate Collective is, like, there's 8 of us. Pero kanina specific na event, this is under the three of us.
Hear you. Okay.
And then, ansa na lang, dude, tabangay na lang with each other and with our friends who are also interested with the idea of like, kung may kaya na ko itabang sa event ninyo, nagaginana na hitabo for this event. Even the previous ones, we're just really lucky side with the people like this one.
Yeah. Curious question. Have you tried collaborating with local bands, local musicians in Davao? Like
Collaborating in what sense?
creating music together.
Oh yeah. Like the thing is about we can't really. It's not just us three. There's 8 of us actually.
Mhm.
We're just directing the collective. So we're the ones really like doing all the legwork. But we have other DJs also in the collective. Um, who play in other places and they're doing their own thing, but they're also producers as well.
Mhm.
Some of them. So we know, actually, we definitely know people in the music scene, not just underground and all, but we're very open to collaborating. We're very open to collaborating. That's, yeah. Since we did come even before we created We Can't Relate. We were in a music collective together. So parang it's not just parang kami lang ang nagbuhat lang pod na parang i-separate na lang sa natong ning DJing para because there's a different what's this, how do I say this, there's definitely a different environment to DJing compared sa mga gigs sa banda.
Mhm.
So parang already ano na siya ba, like we said na parang common na kaayo na ay na event na banda o niya gamito lang ang DJ para okay party na. Gusto namin kay party the whole time. So sila
Common sa Davao. Common kayo na sa Davao. And yeah, Harry,
yeah.
what do you have to say to that? Like, gamito lang ang DJ after the band, and then yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I would say that definitely that's true. It really happens here in Davao. Oh, I think. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, so that's true. It really happens a lot in Davao that they play the DJ just to party towards the end. But in terms of making music ourselves, we haven't produced music yet, but that's definitely something we want to do in the future. So we are always open to collaborating with different artists around Davao. And if ever they want to reach us, they could always message us if they want to collaborate. And in terms of bands at our events, we haven't really tapped on that because we want to make it DJ focused first because, we want to deliver something new, a new experience, something where it's all DJs, all different types of music. But hopefully, a dream would be to throw an even bigger event where you have bands and then DJs, That's a dream of mine for sure, to have a festival.
Yeah, but there are also like different sets we're in. Say that it's very possible actually if we find the right people. Because for example, in Siargao, there's this. I'm just gonna promote those guys to Mindanao tayo. So yeah, there's this bar in Siargao. We're actually playing there next month too. It's called Goodies, and they have this one resident DJ wherein he DJs while at the same time he plays the keyboard for synths for like different sounds. So you can definitely do a set with also instrumentalists involved. So that's if you find the right people, if you guys know the right people, or if you're watching this and you're one, please contact us. We can't relate. Don't be shy. That'd be really fun.
Quick, another question ba? Sa inyong event, nakabutang dito na R18 siya na event. Ngano R18 siya? Like, why is it rated na R18?
Kapoy mag-alagag bata. Kanang yun lang good. Like, we also like, we also got this received the stigma na unsa ni kanang magbuak-buak mo dili kanang mas kapoy ra gyud na buak ka unya ka tapad nimo kay bata na mas buak pa sa imo kanang ana ba. So you're like, as an event organizer, you also don't want to think about like underage kids that are drinking at your event, parang you will be held responsible pa. So that's really our ways of taking measure na we don't take responsibility for whatever harm that goes their way, or at least make sure that we don't create a platform for them where they can be harmed or whatever. Hopefully, I mean, that's not what we're trying to, but yeah, still, we'd prefer na whenever minors, whenever people get exposed to this, they're of legal age na at least, like they can handle themselves. Yung parang ano din kasi parang malay mo may biglang there's a 15-year-old who wants to go to an event tapos kasama niya mom niya, parang ano na lang. Like there's definitely something different. Maybe for some different type of event, yeah. Because we also throw community events. We just want to make this one different since yun nga is it like one of our sponsors is like an alcohol company. So talagang ano na siya, marketed na siya ng inom tatanan, but still handle your alcohol, guys. Like be responsible with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, mauna dito. Abi na kung kuan siya ba? Like,
Beer belly
something
one
else.
place.
Oh, sorry, you you were saying something, Ken? Ano yun?
Pero yeah, we were able to throw events one set before na on a different collective na part ang we can relate na child friendly sa Jud. It's just that this one di jud siya child friendly. I mean, it is child friendly but somehow in a way it's gonna be
Yeah,
weird
we feel kasi the whole aura of the event kay dark room, red lights. Kanya magbutang kag 13-year-old diha, murag dili man siya appropriate. Even ako like someone parang mas siguro mag-andar ang akong pagkaate ba, huy nganong naman ka dire. Ayun, sulod gayud pag-antot sa labi kanang I don't like nga tala ka na diri sa Plaza Roman, nasa man ka. Ganun. For example, 'di ba? Like there's 'di ba parang yan ang ayaw namin na parang maging like there's a sort of stigma na but yeah, like as much as possible, that's really the only point. We don't want to be responsible if like may mangyari sa mga like younger those younger than us.
Realize ang anong naka sa Plaza Roman. Ana.
Ngayon ako nalagay siya. Nagdalag-dalag mga bata dito pa dyan sa sulod.
Salad. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, invite people. Saturday.
Go, Harry.
Oh yeah.
Ikaw
So
mag-enjoy.
to anyone who's listening, anyone who's watching, we would like you to come to our event if you want to experience something new. Something new here in Davao. It's not just the music, it's also the efforts that we're putting into decorating and creating an atmosphere with the lights, with the sponsors or the partnerships that we have, having different types of liquors for you to enjoy as well. We have Barrick and we have Streets. We're going to be offering really good drinks. Then we're going to be having Alibaba for food. So those are other things to look forward to. So if you really want to get into new music, start dancing and enjoy the night, you can come this Saturday. Bring your friends, family if you want, but above 18, of course. And yeah, like what they were saying is, the reason we're making it, 18 and above is, to establish that it's an event for people to act maturely, drink responsibly, and enjoy the night.
What if I am 14 years old and I'm drinking maturely? Am I allowed?
You can drink maturely outside. Outside. You can listen to the music from outside, okay lang.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
Did you say
There's
something?
about 30 plus ang edad. It's really open for adults who are really into this type of music and type of parties. Wala. So, bawal na siya 18 pababa, pero as long as you find this fun, enjoyable, and then unique for Davao, go to our event, guys.
Yes, that-
The tickets are still up. And
Maingat lang naman na you guys should go. You guys should go. Just, yeah, like we said, like just the effort in itself, the whole... Talaga, grabe ni siya, okay? We were in a room one time and I was explaining to them, even just a simple detail like the lights of the event, gina-explain ako sa ilaha, like, dapat ganito na color because this is what the brain transmits, communicates. Pag like this is the emotion that it will evoke. So we really gigamitan gid na mag psychology, the whole thing, like how we planned it all out. So yeah, it's really just not just for the music, but the experience in itself. We would say just the experience in itself, it would definitely be worth it. Like even if you don't say hindi ka nag-enjoy o kanang music namo, but if you enjoy parties, we definitely choy siya. Choy ang among gibuhat. So pag ready na mo, naghanda jud me.
Actually, this is the first time by Aubrey na nag-host ng event na nani. Diba? This is the first time actually. We had metal gigs, we had pop music, we had rock, punk, whatever.
Metal, yeah.
But not very,
it's not like this. And I think the closest one that we've had was Muragnaya rap battle, and then after that there was a DJ set. But that was it. Kanang like full na DJ sets tanan. Like we haven't had that, and we were really stoked. We're so excited. Yeah.
At Kaliwaan,
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, your sound system is great.
Yeah, I hope.
Like as soon as we heard the sound system, we were like, all right, this is the spot. Di na ta mangita somewhere mauna jud ni. As in, like, we went there for a sound check. As soon as we played the first song, tanaw na yung di na ta mangita, mauna jud ni.
The first spot na inyong gadda? Or spot hunting?
Yeah, that was the first spot. Actually, we knew about South Republik months ago. And I think a day after our event last March, we found out about South Republik, and it was always in the back of my mind to like message you guys for our next event. And just based on the pictures, I was like, this place looks really interesting. So that day that we went to check it out, the day before, I really kept telling Eliza, like, come on, let's go check it out. Let's check it out. Like, I feel like it's pretty cool. So we went there the next day, me and her, and yeah, as soon as we walked in, we were like, whoa, like the place itself is gonna be different already for people here. Like the place, okay, the music is gonna be different. What we're planning is gonna be different, but the place itself is really different. And that's something I really loved about the place. And as soon as we started playing music, like what Eliza said, we really looked at each other and we laughed. We're like, yeah, this is the place. Like, we don't want to look anywhere else. Like, we have to do the event here. So, yeah.
And I guess also, like, one of the factors is that it's an old strip club. So parang ganahan mi sa whole setup niya na it was really made for dancing. It's made for dancing. It's a space made for dancing. It's a place made for music to be played in. Na ay mirrors tanan. Like as soon as I saw the mirrors, I knew like okay, they really danced in this place. And we also wanted like do something niche, parang something cool to say like oh yeah, this is used to be a strip club, and because the last time we throw ours in a basement, which ang facade niya sa gawas is a barber shop, diba? So parang hapit na gani mi ang buhaton unta namo that time sa the basement kay daghan kaayo nang utana like we hid the location. That's the way that we marketed our first event. Wala na mo gi-announce kung as ang location until mo palit kag ticket. So pagkaingon naman sa location kay anak sila at sa mani never na mo na we've never heard of this. And as soon as they got there, yun barbershop. Confused pa gani ka, kanang asa man ang door, parang tama ni. So, like we were even making a joke na, what if magbutang tag spa music sa barbershop guys, pag abot nila, para pag abri nila, kay pag abri rin na sa door, kay red lights kaayo, grabe, rave music, techno, but yeah, we just like that fun element, and we think it's great. We think it's great that the place in itself has been, the whole architecture of it is designed for dancing, and we prefer to really work with people, like we said, who understand music. And it's great that we get to collab with you guys, and also like partner with other peeps like the basement guys. And yeah, we're definitely taking it step by step, this whole thing. We definitely plan to collab with other people. Like that's the whole point. We don't want this platform just to be for us. Like what if we find someone who's really good. Like, hindi man pwede kami lang always lang mag-DJ, you know? So, yeah, I definitely think, at least for me, I guess medyo na-shock po si Harry. Ako, like, prior to this, like I said, I've been organizing events prior, like for many years. Tapos parang gibagsak ko sa kanyang responsibility na throw a rave. Pag-contact og mga lights people, pag-contact pangitag mga tables, sing ana. So it's good. It's good that we finally have our system now. So yeah.
Nakanta na ba ka dito, Ken? Have you been there? Si Ken lang ata wala nakaabot pa dito?
I think Ken has been there.
Yeah.
He's been there once. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There was this one event, I think last year, and it was this year. And then the group that I'm part with, Player 2.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you're with Player 2?
Yeah. I'm with Player 2. Ako lang sound, also graphics and video guy or whatsoever kung sa may creative thing ako makontribute.
Those guys are really
that
good.
was the day after our event, no? Even one of our co-DJs played there. I see, yun yung ano ni Arlat, right? Yeah, so one of our DJs has actually already played there. So, yun. So, I mean, I've seen photos of the space. I've watched videos, mga gigs ng like friends from other bands. But yeah, I've never really like checked it out. Parang layo ra siya, I guess, from where I was living at the time because I lived in the South around those times. So yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting because one of the things that namo as a collective so we can create and throw such events is we like the idea of transforming a place that even the owners can ma-shock with sila like shit, ano na ang lugar namo. Like makalitan dito like I never expected my place to look like this, like on my bar or my events place. So we're excited for that because again, just like you mentioned, never pa nag-throw such events in South Republik.
Yes.
So this is gonna be the first one. It's gonna be unique. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. We're all excited for sure. Magkarakara na mi ani sa Saturday. Like, sabi ko lang na to.
So have you installed your lights, additional lights already, or?
That's gonna be on the day in the morning.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah, we're definitely gonna camp out.
Yeah, ako, I have
Just
to,
like really.
are you gonna dance, Aubrey, that day? Aubrey will be there.
For sure.
She will help the crew. Yeah, she will be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, may napaka question ba?
One last question for everybody po na. So just feel free to answer. So where do you see like we can't relate? Let's say a few years from now. Like have you thought that far ahead ba na like where you're gonna take the collective or like for now, what's like the like are there any like long-term goals or any plans lang like in the future?
I wouldn't say that there's long-term goals as of now because we're definitely a young group. We've only started to figure stuff out recently. But if there's anything, there's a long-term vision. This is all because there's a long-term vision. Looking at the geography, looking at the economy of what's happening in the country, even in the city, parang gamitin din naman based on the information that we see as citizens of Davao, say that ang largest arena, I always tell this to people, the largest arena in the country is built right next to the airport. So parang imagine we already have that resource. Now at some point, people from outside of the city are gonna be the ones flying inside of Davao. For example, like we spent so many years, kami nila Harry, kami nila Ken, we'd spend so much of our money in our college, in our teens na nag-atumig Manila just for concerts, just to attend parties. And now at some point ma-change gid siya, ma-switch ang roles. And then imagine if you're attending a concert sa favorite international artist mo, gidalag Davao. Unya, makabalo ang people na there's an island 10 minutes away. Parang kaganda masyado ng thought ba? Na hindi lang sama na agihapon mati, na ibaganga, na ingana, na dako kayo. There's so many things to explore. There's Buddha. So once that all comes into fruition, ang goal na mo, or like the vision that we have is that at least before all of that starts, all of those people, let's say from Manila or Cebu or wherever, all of these other major cities, by the time that they get to Davao, feel nila at least ang Davao, feel nila kay, dili sila behind. Parang, or like we don't want them going inside a club and then feel nila kay kanang, sa mani, grabe ka probinsya mani, parang ingana, like ingani ra ang music sa Davao, dili may magpapildi. Kana ingani among kuan, like we're definitely like prepping it in a sense that we don't want people to think that Davao is just another place. Davao definitely has its culture. Daghan kaayog talented people sa Davao. Like there's so many kanang gahi jud, kanang ingon ni gahi. So many talents, so many skilled people, and we feel like one of the many ways to show that to outside, like to the people outside, basically, is based on how people have fun in a city. What brings happiness, or what do people do to enjoy? And if we are able to open another like portal, as we would say, na parang, hey, dili ni, parang it doesn't have to be the same thing over and over, or like what we actually want is we want na siguro, what if there's like younger people who are looking at what we're doing right now and then eventually start their own collective, that would actually make us really happy. Parang, more people, like this is really gonna be a thing. So yun ang goal. It's not for us to be on top, but for us to be able to influence others to the point wherein ano na siya ba, in a sense na people definitely learn to be more not be more afraid of exploring different sounds and different genres, and to be more progressive, I guess, in how they party. So yeah, because I feel like Davao is kadaming Davaoans who go to other places just to have fun, and I kind of just want to create a culture wherein we don't have to go anywhere else just to have fun. Parang, pwede naman kita magbuhat ani. And for us, like creating this collective is us showing them na pwede ninyo ni buhaton. Pwede jud ninyo buhaton, because we're not like celebrities, or we're not famous, or we're not parang makita na. We're like makita namin sa among friends na we're doing this, and I know for the longest time daghan kayo. Like we even have friends na, like when I was in college, I wanted to be a DJ. So parang nag-attend daw sila mga music festivals, kanang like matudo sila Manila, kan magatudo sila Wonderland and all, like, yeah, dugin na ako gusto mag-DJ, dugin na ako mag-ingani na party. What this collective is really trying to show people is that you can do it. You can do it. Just make that first step and then you're good. Like there's definitely going to be obstacles, but just do it.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with Syzygy here. Same mixed sentiments in regards about the things in Davao. I really find Davao as a majestic place to live in the Philippines, knowing like even in back sa ako sa Visayas, 10 minutes away I can be in a white sand resort sa Matina, or like if gusto ko bukid, I can just drive to Katigan or to Eden, Ana. So knowing na the stadium, you're really thinking ahead na, man, there's gonna be big events with people. Wala pa lang nato na unlock na parts sa Davao. It's like a game. The city is like game jud, like may mga parts ba
Yeah,
unlock.
yeah.
Then we just want to be ahead jud. And di ba magani sa ahead, like, siguro kay kato, wala may naging sa Davao. So we're not give Davao and our friends and us a good time. So, and I agree with Ali na if may laing collective mag-start out of the blue or like like such events like this, like dili na mo sila makita jud as competition because like mas ma-happy pa noon mi nadaghan nagasugod-sugod.
Yeah, that's
Muna
really
mo,
what we meant by passion for it. Like
yeah,
really, like if you can spread music or sound or anything, like because that's what you're passionate about, music, then do it. Just do it. Parang if there's a lot more things going on in the city, that would be wonderful. Parang yun lang good. It's not about just generally pioneering as a collective of something, or you guys are the first guys that did it. No, 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 we're not. We're not really trying to prove anything. It's just if we really try to put things simply, we're just kids having fun. We're just kids trying to have fun, and we're not under like a huge company na kami event organizers or whatever. No, we're just people with a passion who definitely wanted like others to see na whatever you want to do, if you want to start something, push for it. There's definitely the right people out there that you can work with. Like it took a while. I mean, ever since college, I've dreamt of playing music somewhere. It's just I never. Wala lang ko nag-dream to be a DJ. Honestly, like I said, na gipugos ko mag-DJ. Parang you're like, oh, we really like your music. Dapat mag-DJ ka. Ganyan sila ba? So, yeah, I never dreamt of being a DJ, but I knew I had the skills for event organizing, and yeah, but I definitely am passionate about music enough that's why I connected with these guys. Parang yun lang good. Yun lang good ang first conversation namin ni Kendrick was about music. Even Harry, ang reason naging best friends ni Harry because we really like the same sound. He was one of the few people that I could really talk to about certain genres and he would understand. So yun, like no one is ever competition for us. In fact, it makes us very happy to see that there's this whole community thing going on, especially in the underground audiences. Yeah,
I'm
parang
gonna,
the more the merrier.
yeah, I'm gonna add also the idea na for me, I think mag-agree sa the rest of the team about this. Gusto na ako sa future for Weekend Relate. We can host events not just in indoors, also outdoors to feature mga different amazing spots of Davao. We've actually tried before sa Buda mi nagpa-event. So it wasn't a Weekend Relate event, pero dito nagpa-DJ mi rito. Tapos like, it was really cool and the setup na like bugno kay sa katanan, nagpa-fog, and then nagpa-party na it. I was like, yeah, so we want to do that sa mga beach, big outdoor spaces, or parang isa ba, abandoned warehouse.
Abandoned warehouses, haunted houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And I know for sure achievable siya. And also, I think as a group sad, gusto na mo makaplay collective in different parts of the Philippines so that we get to meet more people who appreciate this type of things. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
gotta,
that's
we
definitely
gotta start
great.
somewhere. So yeah, this is the start.
Yeah, it's actually been crazy because ever since we started organizing events, people have heard of us in other cities. Definitely, so many people have tried to like contact us and like ask, "Hey, you guys want to collab? Why don't you fly in or this and that? Gawin yung collective takeover." For example, maunang buhaton namin sa Siargao because those guys found us. Like may mga ano doon, like there's definitely a community of DJs as well in Siargao who have heard of us, and I mean some of them I know personally, but the community in itself finally hearing na there's actually this group in Davao who is very DJ centric, And there's a lot of really good DJs in Siargao. Like international halos. Like you go to a bar, ang DJ mo kay gikan Berlin, and then next day na put kay gikan France, and the next day na put like from Manila or Japan or this and that. Always so different. And one thing that one feedback that not feedback but definitely one thing that's really stuck with us na gisabi is when we heard na nga na magkuha from other places na naraman din sa Mindanao. So like parang iana na ba parang this whole for so many years nagakuha may na from lain syudad or lain nasod kanang naraman di kayo sa Mindanao.
Talents from outside the city, yes.
Yeah. So parang nag-rely sila, naging dependent sila from talents outside of Mindanao when the Siargaoans are very heavy when it comes to keeping the local environment as pure as it can be. You know, parang dili siya untarnished, or the culture is not that separated from how it is to live locally. So yun, parang nag-worry sila na parang nganong we're bringing in so many people na from outside. Yung na ganahan man mga taga Davao, like kasabot man mas, if anything, mas kasabot daw ta sa ilaha sa in terms of I guess kanang pag yeah, just partying, inom, storya, na same makasabay sila wave, makasabay tag wave nila. So yeah. They're very pleased to know that we existed.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard you're playing in some bar tonight.
Yeah, actually, nauna na gani si Harry.
Oh, no. Wala na rin na si Harry, yeah? So,
yeah, nauna na si Harry.
I'm still here, but I'm just on my way.
All right, okay. So where are you playing tonight?
Huckleberry tonight.
Yeah, kanya mo, apas rapod ko.
Huckleberry.
Yes.
Huckleberry, we'll be in Huckleberry tonight, guys. If you guys want to see us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Want to say hi?
Yeah.
Huckleberry tonight. Ramses and Syzygy will be there playing.
Syzygy.
Syzygy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Pero actually, mauna ang purpose sa name. Parang that's joke. It's my little inside joke ba. Parang gusto na akong madungga ng pinaka worst pronunciation ever.
I hope I'm the worst.
Mauna sa pinaka-common na responses ba. Grabe, mas lala pa ako
mag-pronounce yung pangalan ba?
What was the worst one so far that you can remember?
Syzygy. So yeah. Syzygy. So I was like, oh, cool. Mara magbago na name ni David Bowie or something.
I thought you were gonna say 1 minute ago. Anyway, yeah. How did you come up with your name? How did you guys come up with your names?
Oh. Honestly, yeah. Si Ken, Saman.
My name is a bit funny. I started, akong giisip na I can, like, I was just normal, Ken lang ang tawag sa mga tao sa before. And then I was talking to someone, and then I was talking to her about like DJ name be. And then I don't know why I came up with Puhken, but it started with the idea na question ako like ang pala igit sa kana the German or something like that. So like poopy dito na word like poopy can but lain man ang poopy can. Try na to search about lagi ko para remember kung asa na nakitaan pero the word na poo igawas tapos ano ko na kana akong name. Wala lang. So pala Ken, doon na siya dapat. Pero like, it's too Ken. Funny lang din siya na name for it. And ever since, even now na I'm part of Player 2, that's the screen name na gigit na ko dapat. Wala dyan ako gihatag ang account.
Mhm. How about
CZG is a
yeah?
unique name. Oh, Ali.
CG is very
Syzygy.
catchy,
It's
but
actually a
it's
real
very
word.
difficult to
Kasi it's
yeah.
a real word. It does mean alignment of celestial bodies. So let's say, daghan nag-meaning, but there's the two major dictionary meanings is that first it's the alignment of celestial bodies, which is what happens when planets align to form, say, an eclipse, or just basically like if anything aligns, like oh that's in syzygy, everything's in syzygy, parang ganyan. But in a psychological perspective, how do let me just create a scenario. For example, nakamit kag someone from a different country, dili mo magkasinabot, that you don't know how to speak their language. Say na you guys are at a gig. You guys are at a gig, parang, and then you hear this one song, and then sabay mo nag-jump, kay grabe yun ninyo ka-happy. You have that shared experience of you guys are in syzygy. Parang you guys are understand each other in that sense, even though you don't even know how to communicate with each other. Still, nag-communicate ang inyong interest, ang inyong, so that's syzygy. That's the meaning of syzygy. And I don't know, I just like I didn't want to use my own name, and it just the whole interesting lang po siya tanawon. Like I said, parang when I saw it, I was like, oh, I feel like that's definitely something that would fit me. Parang ginatanaw na ako akong nawong, ang name man ginaho kay Eliza. Tapos tanaw na ako akong nawong sa America, no, CG. Parang, okay, murag, fitting siya na name. Okay, usahay kay ka na I was thinking of like other names, kay parang, maglahi man name, murag, kuan man. Parang, usahay kay, parang, ano na ba, it makes you sound like a porn star na ba, mga na, yung ano siya na names ba? Tapos ano ko kaya dili siguro mag-stick na ako to one name. So yeah. Eventually I found that that's what was cool. And parang like I said, when I saw it, I was like, sige, tanawan na ako kung kinsay worst na mag-pronounce only. So maura to. Parang na ako entertainment ba nga nung si Syzygy. Kanang ginawa. Unsa na yung pronunciation on Syzygy, mga ano. So yeah.
How about yeah. This name sounds like a porn star too, Ramses.
Well,
Are you listening?
does it?
I'm just
Never thought of that.
no.
I mean, the name Ramses comes from my mom name. It's actually my second name. My name is Harry Ramses. My mom got it from the Egyptian times. There was a pharaoh who was named Ramses. Actually, for like 3 generations, I believe, they ruled Egypt, and yeah, that's where she got my name from. So I was like, why not? Why not make it my first name as a DJ?
Actually sounds good. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, isn't
it sticks to
common.
your,
Yeah,
it will stick to your brain like after you heard the
yeah,
name. It will stick to you.
Ramses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like very confused. What's your real name? So yeah,
Uh,
I thought it was Harry,
nice.
and this is your screen name. But yeah, it's.
But yeah, my DJ name is Ramses. Yeah.
Mhm. And how about you? Why did you name Aubrey?
Yeah.
What else?
What is your name,
Yeah.
Aubrey?
Yeah,
my real
Aubrey. I know your name is not Aubrey.
my real name is actually Gabrielle. It's not
Yeah.
Aubrey. Yeah, my real name's
Oh.
Gabrielle, but my
Oh.
parents, it's my nickname sa balay. Aubrey ang tawag sa ko ang family sa ko. So that's it. So they gave me that nickname, and that's the artist name that I used now ever since.
And I don't have a nickname, so you can call me Sid anytime.
Sid.
It's
But
Yeah.
Diego, you call yourself Diego sometimes, right?
Oh, Diego, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Nga naman.
Dora and Diego. I always wonder. I don't stick around in one place, so I always wonder. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. Saturday, invite them again.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we'd urge you guys to come on Saturday at our event called HYPHAE. This is really a work of passion, and I think it's a great way for you guys to meet new people and explore new sounds. And just generally, the effort that we put into this, we can definitely say that it's worth it. It's worth it if you attend, and we promise it's going to be so much fun. It will definitely be fun. We try to create an immersive experience for you guys to make sure that you really enjoy. There's lots in store. There's good food, drinks. We're selling merch. We have a great DJ headliner. So yeah, like and the people coming are. We look at the list and we all could say that there's gonna be good energy in the place. So if you want to be surrounded by that, please feel free to show up on Saturday. Starts at 7 p.m. But you can come earlier if you wish. We'll definitely let you in our little sound check. That's totally fine. Yeah.
At the
See you
studio.
there.
Yep, at
Yes.
the studio, South Republic Studio, Plaza
Yeah.
Roman Compound. You know where it is.
Yes,
Bye.
sir.
Ken, do you want to say something about Saturday?
Hi guys, buy the ticket, support this movement, this collective. It's something new for Davao, and this is just our second event. More we have stored for you guys a future. Yeah, it's not tuloy-tuloy ang event, even though it's so hard for the three of us to have like day things and jobs that we do, but we make it work for you guys. So
Yes.
again, we're super excited for this.
Yeah.
So
Glad I knew we did this without even living in the same city.
ako,
So
I
yeah.
have to from Manila. Like it's gonna be so halfway, but it's gonna be. So yes. Also, again, thank you so much for South Republic for having
Thank you,
us.
South Republic.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Thank
choosing us,
you.
and
Yes.
you're always welcome to host any gigs. Just let us know.
Yes. Yes, definitely. We're so down. Like you said, you guys have one of the best sound systems.
Yeah, that's our pride, actually. Yeah, that's our
Yeah.
pride.
As it should be.
focus
You
on the
guys,
music. Yeah.
I'm saying, if you guys are watching this, come to South Republic. Check out their sound system. It's gonna blow your mind, honestly. Just that's the reason why we we're partnering with them. It's just the sound system, the whole place, the vibe. I think you guys I know you guys will love it.
And if you wanna wear the costumes, we have a
Yeah.
wardrobe closet in
Oh
there.
yeah.
You can,
That's
you
one
can wear
thing. Yeah, wear whatever you want, guys. We have no rules on clothing. That's why just come as you are. You want to dress up. You want to dress up really crazy. You want to, dress as crazy as you want. You want to, kung gusto niyo mag-Halloween na daan, pwede po. Ingan.
Mhm.
Yeah, come as you are.
Yeah.
And thank you again. Thank you again.
Thank you.
HYPHAE Saturday.
HYPHAE.
Yeah, 7 p.m. We'll start 7 p.m. But you can come early. Bye. You wanna?
Yeah. Yes. We suggest really come before 8. Come before 8. Like, don't miss out, since this is gonna be until 1 lang. It's not gonna be
no,
like
yeah.
we're definitely not pushing it past that. We're gonna abide with the law. So yeah, come early. That's our number one suggestion talaga. Number one advice, come early.
Last words, bye. Aubrey.
I think I'm good. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for choosing us as your to team up with us for your event,
Yeah.
and I can't wait because this is the first time we're gonna have this ever at SR. So I can't wait.
Yes. We're so excited. Thank you so much. We're so excited.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you guys, and good luck with your gig tonight.
Thank you. We're showing up in the next few days. Every day. Expect us. All right. See you
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
South Republik Media and Productions. Book your projects with us. Live recording and multi-tracking, movie scoring, music video projects, recital venue with audio and video recording, and live events with audio and video production. This is South Republik.